Hello. I am 24 weeks and 6 days pregnant today, which means tomorrow I'll be 25 weeks. Which means in 3 weeks I will be in my third trimester. Man. Anyway, I had my 24-week blood sugar, like GD, gestational diabetes screening, and blood sugars came back fine, normal. They did a prenatal screening because there was a snafu in their system that essentially deleted all of my information that they had. So they had to do another prenatal screening, which showed that my iron levels, B vitamin levels, and folate are low. But everything else on the panel came back normal. So, Jesus. Let me move that, maybe. Maybe, just maybe. There we go. Let's see. What am I going to do about this? Because I don't take supplements well when I'm pregnant. They make me throw up. So I figured, since I have an appetite, starting around week 22 was when I started getting like a big appetite. Big in comparison to what it has been, I guess. But like I said, supplements don't sit well with me. So I figured what I would do is I would make a beef stroganoff with chickpea cream and add greens to it. So there's protein and iron from the beef. There's protein and a little bit of iron from the chickpeas. There's iron from the leafy greens that I will be adding. I know that's not a typical ingredient for stroganoff, but I'm going for something I can and will eat and that addresses my dietary needs. But I would get the additional nutritional benefits of using chickpea cream instead of a dairy, which I'm not really like a fan of. Anyway, so using chickpeas is in my better interest. Use whole wheat pasta for some extra fiber. There'll be fiber from the greens as well, and from the chickpeas, the chickpea cream. So that's my idea. I'm going to attempt to make that tonight after I make my kids' dinner, because they are not going to want to eat that. I will offer it, but they're not going to want to eat it. So I'm making essentially a backup dinner. Oh, and excuse me, I just drank some water. Mushrooms. The mushrooms and the sauce would provide me with B vitamins. There you go. Anyway, there's the 25 week belly. Fun. So let's see. Boobies getting bigger. Itching. Not itching underneath, but they themselves are just itching because they're getting bigger. I did not experience that with my first and my second child. I had breast pain but I didn't experience itching. And just recently, my nipples themselves were like burning. They were really hot. They weren't burning, it wasn't painful, but they were hot. And I don't have any infections or anything, so that's I learned from stretching. Let's see. Fatigue, it's back. I'm actually really tired. And yeah. Baby, she has like, she'll go a couple of days where she's just kicking me all the time. And then there'll be a couple of days where she's just chilling, no problems. And then again, a couple of days where she's just kicking the shit out of me. So, like, I know she's okay, but it's, again, another behavior that I am not familiar with, as my previous two children were very active. Once they started getting active, they were very active all the time. But this one's different. Let's see. I decided not to make a separate video. Excuse me, acid reflux. That's still haunting me. But anyway, I decided not to make a separate video on the whole advocate for yourself, because at the end of the day, if I try to compile like a whole script and a list and stuff, it's going to be a really long video, and I don't really want that. So I'm just going to say it really briefly here. If you're a new-time mom and you find it difficult to advocate for yourself, even if you shake, and even if you find that you'll be crying in the car on the way home because it's a behavior that is not normal for you, or you're just afraid to stand up to your OB, your midwife, doctor, whoever it is, just do it. Okay? Now, you don't have to be rude. Advocating for yourself does not require you turning into a monster. I mean, sometimes it does, but for the most part, it doesn't. If your OB or your doctor suggests something, I really want to put emphasis on suggest, because you don't have to do anything. And you shouldn't just agree to something if you don't know what it entails. So if your doctor, your OB, your midwife suggests something that scares you, you could simply say something like, you know what, let me look into it more and let me think about it, and I will give you an answer next time, or I'll call you with my answer. Or ask them, if I do this, what does that mean? What do I have to do? What are the side effects? And they're not likely to be fully honest with you, but still get what their reasoning is. Get what they know about the procedure, the medicine, the behavior, whatever it is that they're suggesting. Take what they say and combine it with the research. Talk to other people who have had those procedures or lifestyle changes done and see if it's right for you. You do not have to do it. Just don't let them scare you. There are some things where you should listen to them. And I mean, mean, even with those things, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to listen to them still. I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to them. I'm just saying, regardless of what it is, you have the choice. Even if they pressure you, even if they try to make you feel bad. But do not be afraid to stand up for yourself. It could be something as simple as, oh yeah, I'll look into that. And then that's it. You drop it. You don't talk about it. You don't engage. No, I don't want to do this. That's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I guess that's all I really had to say is, you know, I know as a first-time mom especially, you're excited to go through what people have dubbed to be normal for prenatal care and seeing your doctor, seeing your baby on the scans and stuff like that. And you trust doctors a lot. And don't get me wrong, there are people out there who are good doctors, and then there are people out there who are not good doctors. And unfortunately, when it comes to prenatal care, you can't just consistently veto around trying to find an OB that will respect your wishes. This is my third baby, and this is the first time that I have ever had an OB that sees eye to eye with me. So if you happen to have an OB that has been aligned with you the entire time, like, really good for you. I'm happy for you. Unfortunately, a lot of women don't get that. And that's when you need to know that it not only how to advocate for yourself, because, you know, we can talk all day and all night about different ways to defend yourself against your doctor. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of it is about whether or not it's okay to advocate for yourself against a professional. And yes, it is. It is okay to advocate for yourself. Like, there are maybe a handful of situations where you should follow the guidance of your doctor, like, to the T. But a lot of the time, it's not necessary. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is that it was your choice. It wasn't misinformed. It wasn't guided and manipulated. You know what I mean? So I wish I could put that to simpler, fewer words. But I mean, that's my unsolicited advice. Sorry, I'm one of those people now. Anyway, I am going to get started on the stroganoff while the potatoes cook. Cat on the counter. Get off. Thank you. Clean that now. I'm going to get started on the stroganoff. I'll make a separate video for that just because this one's getting kind of long. And that is my 24-week update, I guess. There's not a whole lot going on. I'm really freaking tired. I got acid reflux like crazy. My boobs hurt. My boobs are being booby. And I've got a bigger belly now. Yeah.